The hard truth about marriage is that every marriage will hit rock bottom at one point or the other. That's where choice comes in. The feeling called love is not what's going to bring you out of that moment. It's the decision to keep loving this person, to go through this period with this person. And most times, that rock bottom lasts for a while. There'll be a point in that your loving marriage where you wake up, you look at this person and you don't like them. Not that you hate them, but you just don't like them. Every marriage gets to that point where you second guess why you ended up marrying this person. That's where your love becomes tested. When the butterflies dies and you don't feel that butterfly anymore. When you're out of your honeymoon phase, that's when you face that rock bottom. There will be a season in that marriage where everything feels heavy, but not broken, just heavy. And in this point, this is where some people decide to call it quits, to say, oh, we're falling out of love and then we move on. In marriage, communication is actually the strongest key to fixing a troubled marriage. Communication is your only way out in that situation. You have to learn to talk, to express your feelings verbally without hurting the other person. And then you also have to learn to listen when they are giving you back their feelings. Avoiding conversations during this period is the death of your marriage. When you feel like you don't want to talk about it. Oh, it's going to end up the same way. We spoke about this last month and it's still happening again this month. There's no need talking about it. It's going to end the same way. You are killing your marriage slowly by yourself. It doesn't matter if you talk about it 110 times, a dozen, a million, billion times. It doesn't matter. What matters is you are communicating that feeling. And what matters is you are both willing to listen. You're both willing to work on yourselves. You're both willing to compromise. You have to be willing to stop praying for your partner to change, but to pray to God to teach you how to love better, how to improve on what your partner has been talking about. I'm not talking about working things out in an abusive marriage, no. Once there is domestic abuse or domestic violence, the only and best option is to leave. But once it's just a disconnect, which every marriage, every single marriage, you'll have to go through at some point, then you have to be willing to work on it with this person that you love. What I always do when I'm not in a great place with my husband is I think about how amazing he is and all his contribution in my life. And I discover that this man is 90% good and 10% bad. I love him and I'm grateful to have him. And I'm willing to work on this with him. So if you've ever reached that breaking point and you chose love again, I want you to comment still standing in the comment section. Let's fill this space with testimonies of endurance and love that lasted the test of time. You always have to bear in mind that love is a choice. It's a decision you wake up and make every day. You wake up, you decide to love this person, to choose this person. You keep choosing this person over and over and over again. The day you stop choosing them is the day the marriage ends. I hope you learned something from this. See you in my next video. I love you. Bye.